So we got here one of the most interesting smartphones from Realme this year, the Realme C15. And today, we're gonna unbox this smartphone. But before that, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Jam Mancheta of jamonline.ph and welcome back to my channel. And today, mag-unbox tayo and mag-hands-on ng latest smartphone ni Realme, the Realme C15. So, the smartphone is quite interesting because this one packs a 6,000 mAh of battery. We got here a large 6.5-inch display and a quad camera setup and an 18 watts na quick charging. So, bakit nga ba siya interesting? Because the smartphone is priced at below 7,000 pesos and yet we're getting here a large, actually it's a massive battery and an 18 watts quick charging. So what are we waiting for? Let's unbox and let's take a closer look at the Realme C15. Kapit ko muna yung table sa akin kasi ang layo ng table eh. Yan. What I like about the smartphone is that we got here this really cool na artistic box. This will come in limited edition and I really like the design of this one. Very youthful. Very aligned sa branding ni Realme Philippines. Time to unbox this one. As always, very Realme yung ating box. We got here the manuals. So we got here this letter. So the box is actually designed from the Realme PH community. The design was made by community member Vince Rico Hermoso. Wow. Oof. Got here the smartphone, boys. Got here the smartphone. Oh, wow. I got the blue one and ang ganda nung pagka-blue niya. Oh my God, I really like the color of this one. Panalo sa akin to, panalo. It also comes with this 18 watts na charger, thankfully, and a micro USB to USB-A cable. So no USB Type-C in here, but that's fine. It's an affordable smartphone, so I am not surprised. But what I like about in here, large battery, fast charging, okay na ako doon. Large display, very massive. Okay, so isi-set up ko muna tong Realme C15 and tingnan natin ano ba ang first impressions ko dito with this smartphone. So we've finally set up the Realme C15 and I can tell you guys that I really like the design of this one. Okay, so pag-usapan muna natin what can we expect on the design. Well, first we got here a plastic bag. Okay, fine, that's a plastic bag. That's what we can expect on most smartphones, on most affordable smartphones actually. But we got here some geometric designs at the back. This one is cleaner and better compared to the Realme C3 and the C11 that we have reviewed earlier this year. And okay naman sa akin yung ganitong design. Sobrang type ko pa rin siya. We also got here some textures. I'm not sure if you can hear that one, but we do got here some texture at the back. It doesn't add to the grip of the smartphone, but it has a nice feel and hindi siya masyadong madulas when we have this kind of texture at the back of the smartphone. Of course, you can see here, got here the Realme logo over here. We got here the fingerprint scanner over here. We got here the power button, the volume rocker, and below we got here the micro USB port along with the headphone jack. So already know the ports and also yung mga na-expect natin dito. For the camera, we got here a quad camera setup, guys, and it does look beautiful to me. Unlike other smartphones, it isn't that protruding. Hindi siya ganun ka-distracting or annoying na pag pinatang nyo sa table is gagalaw ng gagalaw yung smartphone nyo kasi makapal yung camera module. But for the Realme C15, this one does have a smaller camera module and it doesn't suck. I like the design of this one. So when it comes to camera, we got here a 13 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 2 megapixel B&W lens, and a 2 megapixel retro lens. So we got here a black and white and retro lens, and this one can help us in adding artistic effects on the Realme C15 pag nag-shoot tayo dito. Thankfully, there's no macro lens. I think this one is more useful for those people who love to take photos and add effects. I think mas magagamit nila yung black and white lens and also the retro lens of the smartphone. While for the display, we got here a 6.5-inch HD Plus display with an 88.7% screen to body ratio. And I think maganda yung display niya. It's not the best that I've seen in the market or probably in its price range. Actually, no. Maganda. Maganda yung kulay nito. I like it. It's not the crispiest display na meron sa market. But yeah, again, it's fine with me. It's a 6.5-inch display. The screen is really massive. It's immersive for watching movies and YouTube videos katulad nung Jumbo na YouTube channel. And of course, yung bezel naman niya is hindi ganun kakapal. Noticeable bezel, but hindi ganun kakapal, which I like. And there's no punch hole camera on this one. Meron tayong notch, but again, this is an affordable smartphone, so I'm not expecting too much from it. So whether that's a punch hole camera or a notch, I really don't care about it as long as maganda yung display na nakukuha natin sa smartphone na to. So inside the smartphone is a Helio G35 processor from MediaTek. It's not the most powerful one, but for an entry-level smartphone, this one will do the basic tasks that you need. If you want to use this one for online schooling, no problems at all. Kaya naman ng G35. And of course, it can still do a little bit of gaming. So wala naman kayong problemahin on that side of the Realme C15. The smartphone will also come with a large 64 gigs of storage, so you won't be worried about, getting full na storage dito sa smartphone na to whenever you're installing a lot of games and applications and also a lot of videos. Well, for the RAM, we got an LPDDR4X na RAM, and it comes in 3 gigs or 4 gigs na RAM. Thankfully, it's not 2 gig, and it's a big deal for me when we're getting 3 gigs or 4 gigs of RAM sa below 10K smartphones, kasi mas maganda yung performance natin if we're getting more than 2 gigs of RAM. Nasabi ko na kanina, the battery comes in a 6,000 mAh battery, and yes, medyo malaki siya. It's like a Motolite inside the smartphone. We're getting here an HD Plus display, so we all know that the smartphone won't be masyadong nakakaubos ng battery, okay? Because we're getting here 6,000 mAh of battery. That is really large considering that we're getting here 6.5-inch display with only an HD Plus resolution. And with the Helio G35 processor, in my experience dun sa previews na na-review natin ng G35, hindi siya ganun ka-power consuming. So, I like the power optimization of the G35. It's not the best, but combining an HD Plus display, a G35 processor, and 6,000 mAh of battery, the smartphone will last really, really, really long. And ako mismo yung mamomblema when it comes to benchmarking this one, kasi alam ko sobrang tagal ng ma-expect natin dito na battery life. So the smartphone also comes in Realme UI based on Android 10, and just like the other smartphones na na-review natin from Realme, this one is fast, responsive, and super okay. So, sa home screen, yan, swipe up, makikita niyo mga applications. They're all, of course, meron tayong mga pre-installed applications, but it doesn't bother me that much. Wala masyadong bothering na mga notifications aside do sa app market. And the thing here is that hindi siya ganun kasakit sa ulo when we're using the smartphone. Yun naman yung mahalaga sa akin eh. Maganda yung performance, mabilis, responsive. We got that on the Realme C15. Going back sa camera, we all know the specifications ng rear camera of the smartphone. And for the selfie camera, we got here an 8-megapixel selfie camera, and this one is actually capable of recording videos on 1080p. So yes, no problems at all. Kayang-kaya. Easy peasy, boys. Alright, so, okay, alam na natin yung ating mga specifications, the hardware and everything. So, the camera software, the UI is super easy to use, super simple, and wala namang problema at all. So, again, we all know the specifications, we all know the camera, but how about the camera quality that we're getting on the Realme C15? Ngayon, samahan nyo ako as we check out the shots that we took on the Realme C15. So you've seen the photos. It's not the best one, but for me, medyo na-surprise ako dun sa selfie camera niya. It's better than expected. Mas sharper siya sa in-expect ko for an entry-level smartphone. Actually, hindi naman siya entry-level. More than an entry-level, but below 10,000 pesos. Mas maganda yung shot na nakuha ko. It's not the sharpest one. May konting softness tayong nakita doon. But I like the colors. Nakita ko yung details. So I'm fine with the camera of the Realme C15 dun sa selfie. But how about the rear camera of the smartphone? So for the rear camera, napansin ko that it lacks a little bit of colors. It lacks some profile ng colors na gusto ko na ina-expect ko dito sa Realme C15. So yes, I'm still fine with it. Na-enjoy ko pa rin naman. Yun naman yung mahalaga doon. Na-enjoy ko siya. Okay ako dun sa camera niya. For its price, I wouldn't complain. It's an average camera sa rear camera niya, but I'm really interested in pursuing dun sa kanyang black and white and retro lens. So we're getting into that once we review the smartphone. So for now, ito yung basic shots natin na makukuha sa main camera ng smartphone. So yeah, I guess that's it dito sa unboxing natin, hands-on. Unboxing hands-on ng ating latest smartphone, the Realme C15. It's a really interesting smartphone. Nice design, big battery. Medyo mabigat though, but 6,000 mAh of battery. You could get a lot more from that smartphone. And yes, we're getting a large display, 6.5 inch, and a Helio G35 processor, which is capable enough to run most games and applications. So yeah guys, that's it for our unboxing and hands-on. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, well, now is the time to subscribe. So once again, I am Jam of jamonline.ph. Thank you for watching and see you guys again sa susunod na video. Oh, and don't forget to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of the latest videos here sa Jam Online YouTube channel, okay?